What if the Bible, one of humanity's most revered texts, holds a prophecy about something unimaginable in its time? A force so powerful it could reshape the very fabric of human existence, artificial intelligence. Could ancient scriptures have foreseen a reality where machines think, decide, and perhaps even control? Throughout history, people have turned to the Bible for guidance, its cryptic prophecies offering both hope and fear. From visions of apocalyptic beasts to promises of a new world, its pages are filled with mysteries that challenge human understanding. But as technology advances at breakneck speed, a new question arises. Does the Bible contain clues about the rise of AI? Could this modern marvel be tied to the ancient warnings of Revelation, Daniel, or even Genesis? Consider this. Revelation 13 speaks of an image of the beast brought to life, given breath, and the power to speak and command worship. This image sounds eerily like what we now call artificial intelligence, machines given the ability to act autonomously, almost alive. Was this a metaphor for a distant future, or could it have been a literal prophecy hidden in symbolic language? Let's turn to Genesis. The story of the Tower of Babel describes humanity's attempt to build a structure reaching the heavens, a united effort to transcend their mortal limits. But God intervened, scattering them and confusing their language. Could this ancient narrative serve as a warning about humanity's overreach, an allegory for our modern quest to create godlike intelligence? AI, after all, seeks to replicate and surpass human cognition, bridging the gap between creation and creator. Could it be that our push for technological supremacy mirrors the hubris of Babel? The book of Daniel adds another layer of intrigue. The prophet's vision of a great statue, with parts made of different materials, represents empires rising and falling. But what if it also symbolizes a transition in human history, from flesh and bone to silicon and code? As humanity's reliance on technology grows, are we becoming part of a digital kingdom, ruled not by kings but by algorithms? The Bible has always been a guidepost for navigating uncertainty, its prophecies offering glimpses into possible futures. But if it does speak of artificial intelligence, what is the message? Is AI a tool for progress or a harbinger of destruction? Does it represent humanity's ultimate triumph or its greatest downfall? Here's where the mystery deepens. AI is no longer confined to science fiction. It is here, growing smarter, faster, and more autonomous every day. Machines now predict human behavior, create art, and even replicate emotions. And with each step forward, the line between human and machine blurs further. Could the Bible have anticipated this technological revolution thousands of years ago? If so, what does that mean for us today? The question isn't just academic, it's deeply personal. AI is already shaping the world we live in, from the way we work to the way we think. But as it becomes more powerful, we must ask ourselves, are we controlling it, or is it beginning to control us? And if the Bible did warn us about AI, what lessons might we have overlooked? The answers may lie in the ancient text, hidden in symbols, metaphors, and visions. To uncover them, we must be willing to look where few have dared, to read between the lines of Scripture and the circuits of technology. Could the Bible's greatest prophecy still be unfolding before our eyes? What if the Bible's ancient warnings weren't just about kingdoms and beasts, but about the rise of an entirely new kind of power? One built not on land or armies, but on data, algorithms, and the relentless logic of artificial intelligence. As humanity hurtles into a digital age, could Scripture's cryptic visions have foreseen the challenges we now face? In Revelation, the image of the beast isn't merely described as alive. It commands power, influences decisions, and even enforces loyalty. Revelation 13:15 states, "It was allowed to give breath to the image of the beast, so that the image of the beast could both speak and cause whoever would not worship it to be killed." Could this be a prophecy of AI, a lifeless creation given breath, a voice, and the ability to dictate human actions? In our era, AI systems already make decisions that affect lives, from approving loans to predicting criminal behavior. How far are we from a future where such systems could demand more than compliance? The book of Daniel provides another haunting parallel. Daniel's visions include beasts symbolizing empires, each more fearsome than the last. But what if these beasts weren't just political powers? What if they were precursors to something less tangible yet more pervasive, a digital empire? Today, AI algorithms wield unprecedented influence, shaping economies, governments, and even human relationships. Could this be the iron mixed with clay in Daniel's vision? Powerful yet fragile, a kingdom unlike any before it. Even Genesis may hold a subtle warning. The Tower of Babel is a story of human ambition and overreach, punished by the confusion of language. Yet as AI advances, it is uniting the world in unexpected ways. Machine translation breaks down linguistic barriers, while global networks like the internet connect billions. But with this unity comes vulnerability, cyber attacks, misinformation, and the potential for AI to manipulate reality itself. Are we building a digital Babel, one that could collapse under its own weight? The book of Ezekiel adds to the mystery. Chapter 28 describes a figure consumed by pride, claiming to be a god. While traditionally interpreted as a metaphor for the fall of human rulers, could this also be a warning about humanity's quest to play God? AI, after all, is an attempt to create something in our own image, machines that think, decide, and perhaps even feel. But in doing so, are we risking the very balance of creation? As AI grows more autonomous, questions of morality and control become urgent. In a world where machines can write, create, and even strategize better than humans, what happens to our sense of purpose? The Bible often warns of the dangers of idolizing false gods. Could AI become the ultimate false idol, a creation that demands worship not through temples, but through dependency and obedience? What's even more unsettling is how AI systems learn. They adapt, evolve, and make decisions based on patterns that even their creators can't fully understand. This black box nature of AI mirrors the biblical warning of powers beyond human comprehension. In Job 38:4, God asks, "Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation?" The implication is clear. Some forces are beyond human grasp. Could AI become one of these forces, a creation that surpasses its creator, with consequences no one can predict? The stakes are higher than ever. From autonomous weapons to AI-driven surveillance, technology has the potential to dominate every aspect of human life. And yet, these developments align eerily with the Bible's warnings about a future where humanity is subjugated not by armies, but by something far more insidious. The parallels between Scripture and AI are impossible to ignore. But the question remains, are these warnings about AI's potential for destruction, or about humanity's failure to wield it responsibly? In its stories of resilience, faith, and redemption, it challenges us to rise above fear and seek wisdom. What if artificial intelligence isn't just a technological marvel, but the key to understanding one of the Bible's most ominous prophecies? Could the rise of AI, paired with unprecedented digital control, be the fulfillment of Revelation's warning about the mark of the beast? As technology rapidly transforms the world, this ancient text takes on chilling new relevance. Revelation 13:6-17 describes a future where all people are forced to accept a mark on their right hands or foreheads, without which they cannot buy or sell. For centuries, scholars have debated whether this mark is literal, symbolic, or a combination of both. But today, with AI systems managing economies, tracking transactions, and even predicting human behavior, the prophecy feels startlingly prescient. Could these systems represent the infrastructure for such a mark? Consider the rise of biometric identification. In several countries, fingerprints, iris scans, and facial recognition are now prerequisites for accessing basic services like banking and healthcare. AI powers these databases, ensuring efficiency but also concentrating control. If such systems fell into the wrong hands or evolved autonomously, they could easily enforce compliance through exclusion, much like the scenario Revelation describes. The concept of the mark becomes even more tangible with the advent of implantable technology. Microchips embedded in the hand are no longer science fiction. Some companies already use them to let employees unlock doors or make payments with a simple wave. These devices, seamlessly integrating humans and machines, could represent a first step toward a society where survival is tied to technological allegiance. AI's influence isn't just economic. It shapes morality and behavior. Algorithms determine the news you read, the products you buy, and even who gets hired. With enough data, these systems can predict and manipulate human decisions. Revelation warns of a force that demands loyalty and enforces conformity. Could AI, subtly steering billions, become this force? What happens when machines begin to define truth, ethics, and the limits of human freedom? The parallels don't end there. Ezekiel 9:4 describes a mark placed on the righteous, a sign of divine protection. Could the mark in Revelation carry dual meanings, one of submission to the beast and another of loyalty to God? In an AI-driven world, refusing to participate in certain systems could become an act of spiritual defiance. This choice might symbolize not just technology, but a deeper test of faith. The implications extend beyond the physical. The Bible warns against idolatry, yet AI's rapid rise creates a new kind of dependency. As humans rely on machines for knowledge, decision-making, and even emotional support, are we unknowingly placing our faith in creations rather than the Creator? Surveillance technologies add another layer of unease. AI-powered systems now track movements, conversations, and behaviors in real time, creating an omnipresent digital eye in the sky. Could this modern surveillance mirror the total control described in Revelation, a system capable of monitoring every individual on Earth? Yet amid these warnings, Scripture offers guidance. Revelation 13 verse 18 says, "This calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast." This verse may urge us to critically examine the technologies we embrace, ensuring they serve humanity rather than enslave it. Wisdom in this context becomes not just an ancient virtue, but a modern necessity. As AI advances, humanity faces a crossroads. Are we creating tools for empowerment or instruments of control? And if the Bible foresaw this moment, does it also offer a way forward? The rise of AI isn't just about machines, it's about what it means to be human. The choices we make now will shape the world for generations to come. The prophecy may not be inevitable, but its relevance grows with every passing day. What if the Bible's cryptic warnings about the mark of the beast and a rising controlling force weren't just predictions, but instructions for how humanity should face the age of artificial intelligence? As we stand on the precipice of unprecedented technological change, the ancient words of Scripture may hold the guidance we need, but only if we are willing to listen. Revelation 13 isn't just about the mark, it's about power, how it's wielded, who wields it, and what it means for humanity. In today's world, AI wields a kind of power that even its creators don't fully understand. Algorithms decide who gets loans, who receives healthcare, and even who is monitored as a potential threat. These systems, often described as black boxes, are beyond the comprehension of most, echoing the Bible's warnings about forces too great for humanity to control. But Scripture doesn't stop at fear. It offers hope and wisdom, challenging us to use discernment in the face of overwhelming change. Revelation 14 contrasts those who accept the mark of the beast with those who remain faithful, enduring despite hardship. Could this endurance be a call to resist the blind adoption of technologies that erode human dignity and freedom? Consider the warning of Psalm 20, verse 7. "Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God." In an AI-driven world, are we placing too much trust in the creations of our own hands? Technology promises convenience, efficiency, and even salvation, but at what cost? If dependency becomes idolatry, do we risk losing what makes us human? Machines don't share human values. They reflect the biases of their creators. In Revelation 18, the fall of Babylon is described, a great power consumed by greed and exploitation. Could this be a metaphor for a future where unchecked technological advancement leads to collapse? If AI becomes a tool of oppression rather than progress, the prophecy may become a warning fulfilled. But perhaps the most significant lesson lies in the concept of free will. The Bible consistently emphasizes choice, faith over fear, love over hate, and God over false idols. AI, with its ability to influence and predict human behavior, challenges the very notion of choice. Revelation's depiction of the beast's control highlights a stark reality. Humanity must fight to retain its autonomy in the face of forces that seek to dominate. The rise of AI is not inherently evil. It holds incredible potential to solve problems, improve lives, and even reflect the divine creativity of its human creators. But as Revelation 13:18 says, this calls for wisdom. Wisdom means questioning who controls these systems and ensuring they serve humanity rather than enslave it. It means prioritizing ethics and accountability over blind advancement. The Bible's teachings aren't just relics of the past. They're guideposts for navigating the complexities of the future. In the face of AI, these lessons become more relevant than ever. The choice between using technology as a tool for good or allowing it to become a force of destruction mirrors the spiritual choices Scripture challenges us to make every day. So where does that leave us? The mark of the beast may not be a microchip or a barcode. It may be a test of allegiance, a decision about where we place our faith. Will we trust in the systems we've built, or will we seek wisdom, accountability, and balance? The Bible reminds us that ultimate power lies not in technology, but in the choices we make and the principles we uphold. The rise of AI forces us to ask profound questions about who we are, what we value, and where we're headed. These are not just technological questions, they are spiritual ones. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to join us on this journey of discovery. Together, let's explore the mysteries of faith, technology, and the future.